Hello to all my friends in Care Choice Trim. I'm delighted to see you all again, and I hope you're all keeping well. I'm sure you're doing the best you can during these difficult times. I'm sorry I can't go up there, but I'm not allowed out of the house or garden. So I spent the last weeks in the house, walking around the garden and in this room. Would you like to look around this room? So this is my office or my library or my den. And there's all kinds of stuff in it and it's not very tidy. There's some nice paintings. And there is an old gramophone that my father bought for his father when my father started working. 70, 80 years ago, I suppose. All kinds of little bits and pieces there that have memories with them. And there's my desk and my computer where I do the recording. Lots of books, of course. Poems on the wall. Prints on the wall. There's owls here and there. There's a giraffe and a kangaroo that came from Australia. A Viking boat from Norway. And up here is a photograph of me in my Trinity College robes. Ooh, they're nice. An enormous number of books, of course, most of which I actually read, and some I still have to read. And some of them I wrote myself. There's two black books there, I wrote those. A lot of the books, of course, are poetry, but there's history as well there and others. Owls, Mask from the Congo, and up here a photograph of my mother and father on the old station house in Coolani, County Sligo. Our first poem this week is an old favourite that many of you will have learned in school. It's called The Fairies. Up the airy mountain, down the rushy glen, we daren't go a-hunting for fear of little men. Wee folk, good folk, trooping all together, green jacket, red cap and white owl's feather. Down along the rocky shore some make their home. They live on crispy pancakes of yellow tide foam. Some in the reeds of the black mountain lake, with frogs for their watchdogs all night awake. High on the hilltop the old king sits. He is now so old and grey he's nigh lost his wits. With a bridge of white mist Columkill he crosses on his stately journeys from Slieve to Rosses, or going up with the music on cold starry nights to sup with the queen of the gay northern lights. They stole little Bridget for 7 years long. When she came down again, her friends were all gone. They took her lightly back between the night and morrow. They thought that she was fast asleep, but she was dead with sorrow. They have kept her ever since, deep within their lake, on a bed of fig leaves, watching till she wakes. By the craggy hillside, through the mosses bare, they have planted thorn trees for pleasure here and there. Is any man so daring as dig them up in spite? He will find their sharpest thorns in his bed at night. Up the airy mountain, down the rushy glen, we daren't go a-hunting for fear of little men. Wee folk, good folk, trooping all together, green jacket, red cap and white owl's feather. Now, I'm sure many of you know that one. And here's a favourite of ours as well. Tang Malanga Lou. The bishop sat in lordly state and purple cap sublime, and galvanized the old bush church at confirmation time. And all the kids were mustered up from 50 miles around, with Sunday clothes and staring eyes and ignorance profound. Now was it fate or was it grace whereby they yarded to an overgrown 2-story lad from Tang Malanga Lou. A hefty son of virgin soil where nature has her fling, and grows the trefoil 3 feet high and mats it in the spring, where mighty hills uplift their heads to pierce the welkin's rim, and trees spout up 100 feet before they shoot a limb. There everything is big and grand, and men are giants too, but Christian knowledge wilts, alas, at Tang Malanga Lou. The bishop summed the youngsters up as bishops only can. He cast a searching glance around and fixed upon his man. But glum and dumb and undismayed through every bout he sat, he seemed to think that he was there, but wasn't sure of that. The bishop gave a scornful look, as bishops sometimes do, and glared right through the pagan inn from Tang Malanga Lou. "Come, tell me, boy," his lordship said in crushing tones severe, "come, tell me, why is Christmas Day the greatest of the year? How is it that around the world we celebrate that day, and send a name upon a card to those who are far away? Why is it wandering ones return with smiles and greetings too?" A squall of knowledge hit the lad from Tang Malanga Lou. He gave a lurch which set a shake the vases on the shelf. He knocked the benches all askew, upending of himself. And so, how pleased his lordship was, and how he smiled to say, "That's good, my boy, come tell me now, and what is Christmas Day?" The ready answer bare the fact no bishop ever knew. "It's the day before the races out at Tang Malanga Lou." Now, that's Tang Malanga Lou.